You got a free Planet Fitness t-shirt.
Yes, I did. What is it, by the way? Oh, it's over there amongst the ruins.
So that's his prize to take home.
Yes, it was nice. It was a very good, invigorating experience. I went to stayed at the stretching place for about, probably about half an hour. And then after that, I got on the treadmill. And since I didn't... Was that a treadmill? Is that what you call it?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted help with it, so I asked the lady to come with me and show me how it works, and she did. I started at 3.5 and stayed there about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then I jacked it up to about 10. And held it at 10 for as long as I could and jacked it down to 3, and off and on, because basically my goal was I was wanting to strengthen my heart, because I don't know, it's like I had some problems breathing a few months back, and so I was like, well, I've got to strengthen my heart then. And someone told me that I did have problems with low blood pressure, or low pressure, heart pressure, so I decided to strengthen my heart, and it worked, actually. I breathed better than I had in a long time, so it was a great experience.
I tell you what, the next night we were like, do you want to go to Planet Fitness tonight? I said, I think I'll wait.
I didn't want to injure myself. That would have been terrible.
No doubt.
Then I wouldn't have been able to do anything else. That was fun and exciting. Helpful tips for meeting people off of the internet. Did you want to start this one?
Yeah, that can be a real scary thing. Sometimes you can meet somebody and they're not who you think that they are. Don't plan on going to visit somebody if you haven't known them for a long while. Like, we've known each other for how long?
About at least a year and a half or more.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
longer
more
than that.
Two, at least 2 years.
Longer than that. So.
See, because I met her in a Christian chat room on Stickam, which, by the way, Stickham's closing down, unfortunately. So, of course, somebody said something about iHas Chat, but anyway, I met her about. Just 2 years ago, wasn't it? At least.
At least, yeah.
It was at least 2 years ago. I met her and talked with her and spoke with her, and then about a year, I think it was about a year, I had suggested about coming for a visit, or she had suggested, or something like that. We were talking about it. Of course, since I was overseas, that wasn't possible. But now that I came back, that I was back, I decided to do it. So. It was a good experience, though, but ultimately the point here that we're trying to make is that you should not go visit somebody that you meet on the internet if you haven't already gotten to know them on the internet for some time. Because, I mean, I know, like, lots of people, I'm sure one of the objections some people would have is, like, they would say, oh, what about the Craigslist killer and all of this stuff, and it's like, people, the media does spend a lot of their time talking about the horror of meeting somebody from off the internet, and it's like, well, the reality is that person that's sitting behind the webcam is actually a real person. You may not know all the details about them, but you have to get to know the person first, ultimately. That's the first tip, if you will. You've got to get to know the person first before you arrange to have a meeting with them.
And I think also for us, both being Christians and having a relationship with Jesus Christ, there was a bond there that, God gives you the ability to know how to choose, but you got to make sure that you're choosing for the right reasons. Mm-hmm. And we were really blessed having him here, and we were able to take him to our church, and he got to see what the church I go to was like, and I think you liked it, right?
Yeah, I did. I liked the worship and the messages. It was, what was it? Oh, Victory Christian Center. Yeah?
Yes.
There's a whole branch of these Victory Christian Centers around the nation, or maybe even around the world. I don't know.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere, and the reason I had first found out about actually the Victory Christian Center from television, watching Billy Joe Daughtery from Victory and Jesus broadcast. I think it lasted about half an hour on Sky Angel.
That's right.
And then,
Sky Angel.
yeah, Sky Angel is the Christian satellite network that beams wonderful Christ-centered stuff.
Beans.
Yes. But anyway, so that's how I had found out about Victory Christian Center before, and then I came here, and I actually had a chance and opportunity to participate in the service or a few of the services at the church there, or here rather. So it was good, a very good experience. I liked it, and yeah,
it rocks.
It's very good.
Yeah, we have a really good worship team, and the music's awesome. And
I tell you, the first thing it was good to find is to see how humble they were, because you find these musicians, a lot of them are stuck on themselves and big on pumping the crowd, and it's an interesting thing. I was reading, now of course the people debate about like the Apocrypha and stuff, but I've read the Apocrypha, and there was a passage in the Apocrypha that was really enlightening. I think it was in the Wisdom of Solomon. It talked about Aaron. He encouraged the people of Israel not by working the crowd or trying to pump them up, but he encouraged them by reminding them of the goodness of God. And that is actually the essence of worship, And that's what I felt they were doing there. And that was really what impressed me the most about the Victory Christian Center, that experience that I had.
So that's a big 10.0 for Victory Christian Center.
Yes.
It's a nice church, and that, it's the first place I've ever found that I could really, really worship the way that I want to and I need to. So it was nice to be able to share that with him. And we did some little bit of Bible studies together, and that's also the thing that we have in common, is with Jesus. And my husband had to take him to Purdue and show him around.
Purdue University.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So I just wish it would have been in the summertime so you could see him.
Well, yeah, it was really cold, when I first came.
Oh my gosh.
It was like, you just feel it blow right through your coat and everything.
You got here like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, yeah, it was really early in the morning when I arrived. It was like,
when I first talked to him, they were going to wait and come the next morning. So I thought, I can get my house cleaned up, and then all of a sudden his dad calls and says, "Hey, I got a spurt of energy. We're coming straight through."
Yeah, he drank a little cup of coffee, and he felt like he was ready to just go there that night. So we made it earlier than we thought.
Yeah.
Like the tips. The tip 1 was to get to know the person. Tip 2 is to have common ground, whether it's religion or politics or whatever, And then is there anything else?
We didn't have time to quite do this yet, but we are considering doing a radio show together. Mm-hmm. Do you want to expound on what we're going to do?
Well, basically, she already has a radio show of sorts. Is it called? Did you call it Tea Time with Teero?
Yeah, it's teerotalktime.
Teerotalktime. So that's actually I have the outline here. Let me go grab it.
I swear, you guys, he knows everything.
Well,
I think he's like probably had his nose stuck in a book for like 25 years because that's how old he is.
Let me see. Okay, these are my Bible verse notes here on the topic. But that was this one. The main outline was. Now I said tea time with Teero, but it's actually what again? Teerotalktime. And this.
Say that 3 times in a row.
Teerotalktime. So anyway, the subject matter is going to be on accountability and responsibility. 2 very important things.
Vital.
Very vital. And the purpose was to help people realize we need to be accountable and responsible with the time that we have. The genre format would be kind of like right now, talk show, whatever, but actually this is more of a vlog than a talk show. But at any rate, that genre format would be a talk show. Target audience, the age group was going to be actually everybody, I guess, but
Yeah.
I have here 12 to 19-year-olds, all Christians and non-believers, with the focus on parents.
Yes.
So if you're a parent, you would want to tune in to this episode,
Exactly.
especially. Although in general, you do talk about like stuff, like you do already do some measure of like guidance,
Yeah.
counseling or something like that.
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff on Skype. I do.
Talk about your your experience, like your I guess experience with counseling and stuff like that. Where all you've been and stuff. Just a synopsis.
I did attend a Bible college. Got a degree in Bible studies and vocal music. And I've done a lot of things. We were in ministry for 20 years. I've done social work, you know. So now I do things mainly just for God. And I have on Skype, I pray with people, I counsel with people that need to talk about their problems, and looks like God's given me the gift of gab anyway.
That's a good gift to get.
But it's also, you've got to listen to people and really try to see where they're coming from and try to minister to them. It's not just me. It's not me at all. It's only through the grace of God that I can do that.
And then the teaching tools and methods, lecture, Bible, and maybe some cute. Well, actually, we couldn't do cute pictures if it's a radio show.
So, do you think I'm funnier than what you thought?
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Hard to say.
No, I think I am who I am everywhere I go. So.
Yeah, actually I think that is about the size of it.
The size of it.
That is. That's a very succinct way of putting it. Teaching tools, method, lecture, Bible, blah blah blah. Generic format, outline, and introduce the show, and blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. And then we were going to have viewers call in and talk, and sometimes, who knows, sometimes you have a nice little stimulating debate with callers.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was the plan, and it was probably last about an hour. Yeah. The outline that I drew up for it probably last about an hour. But anyway.
See, the good thing about having him with me is that he likes to do the outline and everything, where I'm just a fly by the seat of my pants type of girl.
It's good to fly by the seat of your pants sometimes, but when you're doing like live broadcasting, that takes a whole lot of...
That's a horse of a different color.
It is. It sure is. I'm pretty sure, actually, you already have a fairly big audience, I think. How many viewers do you have go on to your radio show the last time you checked?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've done it, so I have no idea.
One last final thing. Did you want to add any additional comments or anything?
Let's see.
I would say, I guess for me, the final tip as far as meeting people online goes, you need to develop your sense of discernment and intuition.
Yes.
Because ultimately, if that is really, if you've really worked on honing that, then you do an awesome job of selecting the right people and meeting the right people and so on and so forth. And so anyway, that's my tip. I would
we actually had a sermon on that a couple weeks ago on right people, right places, right things. Mm-hmm. And if you don't surround yourself with the right people, you end up in the wrong places. And you get yourself in a lot of trouble.
That is true.
When you surround yourself with good people and you can really discern who's the good guy and the bad guy, it's really, really important. It's something that I pray for daily. But we've really enjoyed having him here this week.
And I really enjoyed being here too.
Yes, he did.
Probably a little too much.
I wanted him just to be able to relax and have a good time. And so I just didn't do anything.
My favorite, she said, you can sit down, you can watch Netflix or do whatever. My main movies that I watched that I thoroughly enjoyed was The Fugitive, the old TV show called The Fugitive. It's about basically this guy who's accused of a crime, doing a crime.
Kendall.
Yes, Dr. Kendall was accused of doing a crime that he didn't commit, and on his way to death row because they used to kill people for killing other people back in the day.
Imagine that.
And he ends up escaping. So the whole TV show is him going from place to place, basically. So I watched that show, and also I watched The Eagle. It's a movie. It's about a man whose father defended the Roman emblem, and he died fighting for it. And
when did you watch that?
I watched that one. I watched that one on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, off of my wonderful computer.
He's had his computer hooked to the big screen
Yes.
TV. It's been awesome.
It's wonderful. Teresa and I actually watched the was it called The Fugitive as well with Harrison Ford?
Yeah. That's the one we started with.
And by the way, that one has a sequel called U.S. Marshals. I adore that film, actually, the U.S. Marshals. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, because to me, I feel that it accurately, well, to some degree, presents the law enforcement community's side of what they have to deal with. But anyway, having said that, we have a surprise for you, and the surprise is our choice of funny videos. We actually found this video on YouTube, and I think it's called like Super Mario Brothers 3 themes acapella. And so we're going to go ahead and play that for you right now, and we hope you enjoy it. And we also hope that you enjoyed this little blurb that we did on meeting people from off the internet. And of course, we hope that you'll come back and watch some more of Teero09.
Thank you, Mario, but your princess is in another castle. And I'll send a warp pipe to help you find your true love.